Motion, Sema Shobane, and the Big Mike on sports and traffic on the Motion Drive.
Khona lana Sbonelo Mbatha as our entrepreneur and business coach. Of course, usichazela ukuthi ayibo yazi izinto ezithile zofana siyigadi namhlanje. Nganami ushap looking smart as always.
Thanks man. Yeah.
Engabe kingqeka amamiliyoni amangaki namhlanje. Ngaleli bunch lilodwa. Hey, ngaleli bunch. Liphuma ukuyokhipha ngazi igaxa.
You know industry ngikuyona yenza ukuthi ungayivaluish imali.
Oh,
I think that's petrol.
Yeah.
So I bank a lot of money on daily basis. It's not mine, it's the business's
it's
money.
the business's money,
but kwenza ukuthi ngakuthusi nje.
Sekhona kumthiya lana uzokhuluma about how do you make a rebound after a huge setback. A lot of us go through this on a regular, but they don't know how to actually come out of that.
Absolutely, and I think today we'll just zoom into these. So I know Guti ngitumengo 7 steps.
So no more 7.
But then I'm gonna do 3 today.
Okay, take it away.
I'm gonna do 3 today. I think it's important to Guti acknowledge Guti impilo in general will at some point give you blows. Izokushaya, you know, ignabise, not because there is something wrong with you, but because life in general has been designed. At some point you will be in your high, and at some point you're going to be in your low. But what is important is, what do you do when you are in your lowest
How
point?
do you accept?
How do you accept? So number 1, we are saying accept it, yeah? So if impilo isikushayile mfethu yakushaya ngama knockout nama TKO, accept it, because the biggest problem that many people have ukuba with denial. So in a business concept, mawushayekile uwile mfethu, you know, something has happened that has caused you ukuthi ushayeke in a business setup, yeah? So musa ke ukuhamba uzenza utongpo, uzenze ngathi yonke into ihamba kahle. Here's what most business people do. Bavele mfethu athe bona ukuthi ushayekile mesafune ukuyoboleka imali so as to keep up abonakale ngathi yonke into isa right, kanti that is when you are actually digging the hole for yourself. So the most important thing is mawubona ukuthi sengishayekile, introspect. Okay, no ngishayekile, yabona njengamanje isima sihle kahle, then accept it.
Masisibuya ke, I want to know, how do we start adjusting? Senaye ke Sbonelo Mbatha here in the studio. 16:30 right now, that's your time with VumaFM. Uzobounce off kanjani ke mawuthola ukuthi mhlambe khona setback oke wabanayo? How do you try and springboard out of that situation? Uzosifundisa ke isingisi namhlanje mthiki. How do we adjust when we've had a setback in our businesses?
Yeah, so it's important that you adjust, right? So we said number 1, accept. Number 2, adjust.
Yes, sir.
Let me just tell you a short story. There's a gentleman I know he won't mind ukuthi ngikhulume ngaye, Mr. Mhlongo. Now this guy used to be a big shot in one of the oil companies. I was still a lighty then. Maye ezofika sasitshelwa 3 weeks before, a month before, kucleanwe kwenziweni, mayefika ngathi kufika uminister or upresident. And after many years sahlukana, ngangamazi ushonephi, ngase ngiyezwa ukuthi uthenge one of the biggest franchisors in the country. In other words, a franchisor nama franchisees under yena.
Wow.
In the entire country. So he was really doing well. And one day I'm in my service station years later. Of course I bengamazi at a close level. Years later I see ngise office in lami e garage lami leli elizovula manje kuthiwa iBP Dube Village. Kuthiwa kukhona ubaba uzokubona la, ngithi ubani? Kuthiwa ubaba uMhlongo. Mangiphuma ngipoqoza isigqoko because ngiyamazi uMhlongo back then. And he comes to me, ngithi ngiyapoqoza isigqoko, uthi no, stop it Mbatha, stop it. Ngithi mayindaba uthi I'm no longer the Mhlongo you knew. And then cut the long story short, he's driving an old bakkie. And he comes to me and he says to me, life has knocked me down. I need to rebound. I couldn't understand what he said. And then we sat in the office And he said to me, Mbatha, I'm not asking for a job. I just need to do anything I can just so that you can help me pay for ingane yami esikoleni ngaxoshwa.
Yo.
I couldn't hire him because angikwazi ukuqasha uNjomani, ngiyamazi lo Njomani. And eventually I then say to him, angikwazi ukuqasha Njomani, do whatever you can, but I'll pay for ingane anyway. Now uNjomani, the lesson I learned from him, I've never met someone that humble. uNjomani wayekade ethela imoto petrol. Wayemi lapha ngaphandle ezifaka emaphampini, nami nginamahloni. But he taught me one thing. Today he rebound. Today he is back to where he was.
Yes, sir.
Because he adjusted. He adjusted. And I think it's a lesson from every entrepreneur. Uguti, when life knocks you down, adjust.
Ngoba omunye angathatha an alternative route, taking their lives, for instance.
Absolutely.
Because siyabona ukuthi sengiyinhlekisa manje bantwini babengazi ngilo yamuntu lona manje sengiyilo muntu lona, and abantu bathini. That's our main worry mostly.
Exactly. I think that's the thing, because that is why my first point was accepted.
Accept.
Because when you are in denial, and you don't want to adjust, then you resort to all sorts of things. So it's very important that you accept. Number 2, you adjust.
So you've accepted. You have figured out how to adjust. Now we need to make sure that you advance. How do you then advance? When you return, Sbonelo uzosichazela kabanzi.
Motion, Sema Shobane, and the Big Mike on sports and traffic on the Motion Drive.
As sesivala ke manje ke nayo umthiya ke nje basikhuluma ngendaba ukuthi how do you then rebound if you've had setbacks empilweni yakho, and especially where it hurts the most. It does hurt the most. Phaketheni, especially uma uyizamela usomabhizinisi ungabhekele umuntu ukuthi hayi cha khona umuntu uzokunikeza imali at the end of the month uyiqalele wena. How do we then get to a point where we advance? We've accepted, we've adjusted, now we need to advance.
Absolutely. So it's important that you advance. What do I mean by advance? I mean move forward.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So it's very important that there will be many reasons ezizokwenza ukuthi ufuna ukuthi hold grudges. There will be many reasons ezizokwenza ukuthi ufuna ukwazi ukuthi who set me up. There will be many reasons in a business setup, business environment. You find ukuthi ama setbacks wakho are actually caused by people in certain instances. Staff have stolen from you. Your business partner is stolen from you. In my instance, my community burnt down my own businesses. So I do get offers but no, Tina, we can tell you Ubani who was in the forefront of burning your garage. Ubani was in the forefront of this and that. But the important thing, because I am now in my third phase where I'm saying I am advancing, I am moving forward, what that means is, even though there are many reasons for me to go and investigate, but it's not going to help me rebound. For me to rebound, I need to shut that door behind and I need to advance to future things ahead.
Baleke ngendlela isimangaliso indlela yokuthi ke uaccept uadjust then wenze sure ukuthi over and above that you advance. Mnganami ngizokubuka lapha ku YouTube.
Yeah.
At Sbonelo Mbatha.
YouTube at Sbonelo Mbatha. Please subscribe.
Amen.
Amen.
Yabona akasawasho nawo amanye ama socials. Bese ku
Ufuna le YouTube.
Khona besifela ne Facebook.
This guy.
Na Instagram Sbonelo Mbatha.
I think let's get you where you're most active so that we can get all this inspiration and yonke lento okhuluma ngayo on a regular basis. So kubamba khona lapha na ku
YouTube, yeah. If not, Sbonelo Mbatha page